Hello and welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. So some interesting things have happened. Let's start with the first thing. I've added in the 3 new courtiers that people want to be added. There are some bugs with them, like not all the friendships are quite implemented perfectly, but they'll work for just now and we can fix everything else later. So first thing I want to do is, before we even get on to the fact that we're a new character, I want to go and I want to make sure that we have all the Lord Paramounts as characters of special interest, because we have some here, but I think we're missing quite a few, and I think that's going to be a useful thing to have. Well, I say Lord Paramounts, of course some of them are now kings. So let's see what we got. The Starks are marked, okay. Iron Islanders, we now have Merlin, Kragon Merlin, who is now going to be marked. The Vale, we have Alexander Aaron, who is marked. Trident, we should have Belina Tully, and the heir is the Aaron. Yes, all of that is... Oh, this Tully is not marked. Okay, there we go. She's marked. Most Devout, I guess, would be one. The High Septum, he can be marked. Actually, we're not going to mark the High Septum, because if he's anything like the Pope in the main game, he gets spammed with events, and then we'll be spammed with the events, so we'll just leave him alone. The one of the Tyrell Lord Paramounts, whose heir is actually our Lord Paramount. Interesting. And our Lord Paramount, whose heir is somebody totally different. Cool. And he is marked. Dorne, we have Sunspear, and that's of Ivy Hall. Perfect. We've got a couple more people marked off. That means we should actually get notifications about the events in the realm. So, let's move down one step. We're in the Reach. Who is... what are the Reach doing? The Reach are at war with the Iron Throne over someone's sword. Not entirely sure which sword it is, but we're at war over the sword. And maybe it's Black Death. That's the current theory. But yes, so we've got Golden Grove and we've got Serena of Princess Pass against us and the Iron Throne. Okay, so everything's pretty much fine in terms of that. We'll go back underneath the Iron Throne after this war. We're probably going to win the war, I reckon, because we've got what? 55,000, let's call that 70,000 against 23,000. So yeah, we'll win this war. I mean, the Iron Throne's going to be weak though, so I'd expect a war between the Trident and the Iron Throne. Possibly one between the Vale and the Iron Throne. Possibly some more wars against the Westlands. It appears like a lot of the Westlands is now under the Reach. Because the Arbor... Wait, okay, let's try and get this set out right. A lot of the Westlands is actually split up into lots of different people because the Westlands are currently in a war. But the Arbor, is that not meant to be underneath the Westlands? Or am I completely misremembering things? Or at least this province is meant to be underneath the Westlands. Yeah, it's meant to be in the High Lordship of Gold Road, who is under Ashford, who is now under us. Yes. So the Westlands are very strong and weak. They're very weak. So that means the Trident are probably going to attack it. Probably the Iron Isles might attack it, although the Iron Isles might be safe on their island. They might just do raiding. North will probably go to war with the Reach at some point. Probably not now, actually, looking at the number of men they have, but maybe. Yeah, and somebody's going to go to war with the Most Devout as well. Okay, so that's the realm set up. Let's go down to us. Now, we have men raised. We can disband them. We have no retinue, so that'll be that gone. We're no longer leading troops. Everything's good. We were able to lead troops as well. Interesting. I didn't know that we could lead troops. I guess that's this mod's thing. So our heir is currently Mansa Seret. That's weird. That heir changed between, like, when I reloaded the game. I guess that's an interesting little quirk. So our heir is currently our daughter. That's because of our succession law. Our succession law is agnatic, cognatic, primogeniture. It would go our daughter, Duncan, Imara? Really? Oh, because our second daughter is dead. Yes, died of the dreaded plague. So that's the current route it would go. So we'd probably want... Oh, why didn't she like us? Because she wants our land, because she conspired against me. Or we conspired against her? Yeah, we would have had to have conspired against her for that to happen. And our brother hates us slightly less, but also doesn't like us because we conspired against her. Okay, so what are we? We're an elusive shadow. This is the first time we've actually been a more intriguey kind of person, which is quite cool. We're proud, we're just, we're temperate, We're envious, so we want other, and we're ambitious. So we're envious and ambitious. So that's kind of cool. That means that we're probably going to try and we're going to be kind of jealous and wanting to take other people's stuff, and we'll be sneaky about it. That's probably why she took over our lands. Temperate, what does that do? Virtue of temperation moderation. So that probably won't affect our gameplay too much. Probably affects some events. Just well developed sense of justice. So maybe the way that we're looking at, and we're proud. So maybe the way it is we're envious and ambitious. So we're probably envious of people who we believe are not just, because we think that they have things that they should not have. We're proud and we're ambitious. So we'd probably try and take things from people who we believe shouldn't have those things. So, for instance, he took the stuff from Duncan because we believe that Duncan, as a craven, greedy, arbitrary and cruel person, shouldn't have this stuff and it should be underneath us. Also, where is he? Oh, he's in the north. Wow, that's an interesting route to take. But I think that's kind of her character. That fits for me. Who's she married to? She is married to a gregarious, slothful, deceitful, gluttonous person. She might not be happy with this marriage. She was also not the person to decide the marriage, Harlan was. So she might not like the marriage. What can we do about that? We could plot to kill him. That's something we'll think about. Okay, so no heir of your dynasty. Let's just go through these one at a time. Weak claim, can't do. No heir of your dynasty. Okay. Open council positions we'll do last. Title loss, we'll lose the titles because it's not our dynasty. Children lack a guardian. Now that's something we could do, but we'll do that after we've done the rest. Like, we'll do these two appointing things afterwards. An ambition, impressive de jure claim on Ashford. We have minor titles to hand out. We pick a character focus. Okay, ambition. Let's have a look at this first. Justicar, Lord Treasurer. Like, there's a chance we might actually become Justicar if we took it because of our diplomacy. Adopt a lifestyle, no. Become a higher lord. The only rank higher than us is Lord Paramount, so no. House on the Iron Throne, little too ambitious. 5 children, no. Have a son, not if we're not going to if we manage to get rid of Lauren, then we'd have a son. Become exalted among men. You know, become a higher lord isn't completely out of our realm because we're ambitious. No, we'll just become Justicar right now. We'll take something nice and easy. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It's just something for us to do. We want to treat foreign dignitaries in the court of her liege. And what do you reckon here? Well, we're not going to go war because our martial skill is awful. That's that one out. We're not going to go hunting because our martial score is awful. And we don't really have a hunting or war focused set of traits. We're not going to do carousing, although that is an option. Carousing doesn't seem like we're not really the socially competent, like we're not the socialite of the other characters. Family? Maybe family, but it doesn't seem like it very much, especially given that we've conspired against our sister and our brother. Did we conspire against our other sister? We did. Maybe that's conspired against them as just conspired against all of them as a whole, like the whole Fossoway line. Maybe that's it. Theology and scholarship, I mean, we have a relatively high learning skill, but it doesn't seem like our traits would fit it. Business, no. I mean, our stewardship's very high, but I don't think that's going to fit us. Rulership, maybe. I'm thinking intrigue or seduction. We don't really have anything that leads us to seduction, so I think intrigue. Seeks to become a better schemer, spending most of her time engrossed in court intrigue. That seems like us. This focus unlocks the spy on option versus suitable targets. Gives us some more intrigue. We'll take it. Okay. Let's work back. Let's do our council positions first. So, we have a pretty much empty council. That's actually a relatively good position to be in. Our maester is appointed automatic. Oh, it's not actually, but we do have one already available. So we can bring him in. Now, our Castellan. Our Castellan is probably going to be someone who has high stewardship. That seems like a good choice. There doesn't seem to be an obvious, like, nobody's wanting it, which means it'll probably go to Isaac. He was the one doing it before, I believe, so that makes a lot of sense that he'd continue to do it. He wasn't really the problem, he wasn't really against, like, he was helping in the rebellion, but you know, he didn't really like Duncan. Justicar. Edmund would seem like the choice, unless we have someone who... Oh, Lisa wants to become Justicar. Okay. Liza Roseworth. Yeah, well, it means she would be worse at the job, though. I guess Edmund, he's also our friend, so that works out fine. Master Arms, that should stay as the same person. It could be Logain, but I think that Hector, he is actually landed. I think he's the one who needs to have that position. Just because he's already landed, and if we took away land from him, we're going to start getting revolts. And everything's going to go badly. Treasurer, again, not a huge upgrade. See, if it was like a large upgrade, I would consider switching him, but he's still 21, which is much higher than... Like, we wouldn't get any noticeable benefit from changing him. Spy Master, so we need someone who's good at Intrigue. Colmar, Commander of Cockles-Went. Colmar is... who exactly? I actually just chose him. Okay. Colmar is not... he's got a marriage tie to us. Why does he have a marriage tie to us? Who's he married to? Who was he married to? Like, who was his parents married to, maybe? Sir Axel... No. Maybe it's his... Oh, I went back one too many there. So, he has a marriage tie to... Maybe we could do it through family tree? Not family tree, dynasty tree? He doesn't have a dynasty because he's flowers, of course. Is Elry Flowers... Oh, Elry is married to Duncan. Okay. Well, that works out. Okay, that's where he's from. Probably shouldn't have him in charge then if he's got a marriage relation to Duncan. Which means it should be Rhea, who doesn't like us, or Garth. Garth could do it. There you go, Garth Roxton, you are in charge. Okay, so... We might not want him to scheme. This might be the first time ever we're not scheming. Because if we have him building a spy network, he can increase plot power. Which would mean that our plots would be better. Or sabotage economy could also be cool. Okay. Which ones are we not going to change? Probably going to keep this guy the same. Training troops. That seems like a good choice. We have a lot of troops that need to be retrained. Because a lot of them died in the last war. We'll keep it as it is. Okay. Yeah, increase our reinforcement rate. Collect taxes. Makes sense. Collecting taxes in New Barrel, probably. That's our only holding. So we only hold New Barrel. Which is, I think, where we were before. But we could hold more. Okay. Scheme, build spy network, or... We'll leave this guy because we might want to build a spy network when working. Perform charity. Seems fine. Like, out of the two options, perform charity is the only one that does anything. We could sow dissent with 4 people between local nobles and their liege. So if we sowed dissent in Cider Hall, or wherever the main place of that is, in Old Town, if we get you to go over there and sow dissent, that'll cause some trouble. Just as a general, that's where we should have... Do we have a claim? Oh, we don't have a claim. Oh, we should have them we should have them fabricating the claim. Because Duncan has a claim, we don't have the claim. Okay, interesting. Oversea Province is fine. Improved defenses, fine. Pacify Province, probably the best, because it increases our reinforcement rate right now. Right, there we go. We're kind of set back up where we want to be. Educate a child. So this is our sister who needs to be educated. We will educate you. Wroth and Humble. Okay, and let me just check us. There's nothing saying that we wouldn't educate our sister well. I don't think there's any particular reason. We conspired again. Do we have any plots going? There's a known plots, but we're not actually backing any right now. Okay. We can also try and call our court out of hiding at some point when we're not at war. Okay, so we've got some cool stuff here. Let's go and educate our sister. Let's choose someone. Maybe we could educate her ourselves? I don't see a reason why we wouldn't educate her ourselves. Okay, let's do that. Right, where is our target? Our target is probably going to be our husband. He's Master of Ships of the Westlands. He's Lord of Silverhall, Commander of the Westlands, Lord of Cockles-Went. We could kill him. Now that's an option. That would mean that the title would go to this person, who is... Parent is Sir Melwyn Serret, who is the brother of Lauren. Okay, so it's his brother's sister. His brother's daughter. Okay. I'm considering killing her husband. I mean, he is slothful. He is deceitful. He's gluttonous. He's not an awfully nice person. He's a suspected bastard. Is there anything else we could do to him? We could... Okay, request a divorce. We would need to have 100 piety. The very act of asking would do this. We could spy on him, try and discover his darkest secrets. Might allow you to blackmail, levy treason charges against her, even murder him. Okay. So we'll at least spy on her husband. I think it's not out of the question that we would kill him. We're proud. We're ambitious. I suppose if we're ambitious, we would probably want a better husband. Because this husband, although he's alright, he's part of a very weak High Lordship in a weak realm. I think there are better husbands out there for us. I'm gonna kill him. Okay, we've deliberated, he's gonna die. We're not gonna send for Faceless Man, they ask for far too much money. Okay. Let's invite him in. Let's see who we got. So we're not gonna get a Spy Master, we're gonna get some lower people. Let's wait for them to be invited. I, and my trusted snoops and sneaks, will keep a very close eye on the activities of Lauren or Silverhall. A close eye indeed. Okay, I wonder what secrets he's hiding. So this will let us go forward a couple of days and see what's happening. What can we do to our household guard? I just want to see what commands we've got. Improve my levies, enforce my will, or nothing. Maybe improve levies? I mean, nothing. Nothing's fine. We know what we've got now. Oh, we should also look at these plots. So, you want to kill Bessa Vance. I don't mind too much about that. You want to kill Alistair of Appleton. Don't care. You want to replace Bormund and become... Regent of Starpike. Is that a pike? Is that a peak? Oh, that's Starpike's symbol is that. Okay. I thought it was a peak there. And you want to kill Alan of Starpike, our vassal. Alan is greedy, deceitful, humble. I mean, I'm not 100% against that either. Okay, don't send for the Faceless Man. Just seeing if there's anything else we've missed. I think we're ready to move on. Let's let our plot start. Yeah, that goes. Malister died of pneumonia. Okay. Couple of people are in our plot. Sir Jason, Joas Brax, Collis of the Viewpoint, and Septon Sebastian of Silverhall. Villagers are starving in New Barrel, and a small group of representatives have dared set foot in my castles to petition for help. Would we help them? Well, we'd probably help them. I don't see why we wouldn't necessarily help them. We're not cruel. We're ambitious. We might not care, but we are just. We have a sense of justice. You can take what you need. Oh, it did put us in a budget deficit, but that's alright. My spy master, Garth Roxton, has expressed a desire to get married and has asked for my permission to find a suitable spouse. I will find someone. So, our spy master. Maybe we can find him somewhere where someone who would secure us an alliance? Or possibly... I don't know how we could get something out of this. Maybe someone who has high intrigue, and that would make him better at his... It wouldn't make him better at his job, though. Maybe someone who gets rid of a trait we don't necessarily like on him? Maybe we can try and get someone content, make him less ambitious. And that would work out so he wouldn't plot against us. So we can search for content. There we go. We should have everyone who's content. And then once we've got content, we could look for someone who has high intrigue, possibly. We got content, proud, shy, selfish. Probably not. Grey Eminence, bastard, content. This person would be fine-ish. Authoritative, proud and content. This person looks good. Olaine, something. Just Olaine? Okay. That seems fine by me. You can marry Olaine. Yes, he should be happy. You've got married. We've fulfilled our... Yes, we promised a marriage and it went through. Perfect. Just Elaine Lowborn. Let's let everything move on. Change taxes. Okay, there's some factions to depose kings. People are being released from dungeons. Alright. Peasants' revolt ended. I'm going to let this go on just a little bit longer than usual. Oh, they exiled the Tully. Now, where did he go? He's... Oh, the Trident executed. I can't just look at the border and say, oh, that's the head of the Iron Throne, because these are also Emperor level, Queen level, King level titles, however you want to call it. Okay. So, she exiled her... I suppose that was the person she took it over from. I was going to say her... her dynasty member. Okay. Interesting. We'll see how that turns out. I'm not having much luck spying on Lord Lauren. Perhaps I should focus my efforts elsewhere. No, I'm sure he's up to something. I'm sure we can find something he's up to. Everyone's up to something. A raven has arrived from the Citadel. We should rejoice as winter is coming to an end. I was just seeing if there were any of these that are missing. Maybe we should appoint a few new commanders. We do have some weak claims we could press on Egerton and Blackmont. So that would be on Dorne. Where's Blackmont? Oh, that would be over here. Alright. We could press that. Don't think we would, though. And you have one for Egerton. Our cousin has one on Egerton, which is up here in the Trident. How many men does the Trident have? Only 2,000, but they do have vassals who might help. Maybe they wouldn't. They do have the Vale, though, and the Vale has much more, many more men. Okay. I caught my young ward, Arcia, torturing a rat behind the stables today. What would we do? Let's have a look at us. Well, you shouldn't torture people. We are just, so we will probably just talk to her about kindness. Possibly. Yeah, that seems fine. She's gained the kind trait. Good. Good. Ulrich accepted King Alexander's peace offer. So Ulrich was trying to have a peasants' revolt going off. Yes. And Bar Emin is dead. Okay. Reach is... Does the Reach have a revolt in it? Or is the people, how are these people independent? Did you join the other side of the war? No. How did you become independent? Interesting. Is Golden Grove independent as well? Okay, so they are in the war. They're attacking Queen Lucia. Okay, so that's how they became independent, because they were on the other side of the war. How did Ocean Road become independent? No idea. Okay. He decided to become the vassal of someone. Okay, so that's just getting people back inside the realm. It is warming as winter comes to an end in New Barrel. Fantastic! We'll get a little bit more money in New Barrel now. Lord Ermin of the Gold Road has usurped the High Lordship of Gold Road from Lord Tyrell the Cruel. So Ermin is... Ermin Sawick is taking it from the Arbor. Okay. Who's his current Justicar? I should check this. Highgarden's current Justicar. You're Justicar currently. A Fossoway, and he has 19, and we only have 17. Okay, so that's why we've not become Justicar just yet. Because this Fossoway has it. We could possibly kill him next. My snoops overheard Lord Lauren of Silverhall as he told shocking lies about his rightful liege. How should I use this information? Well, we will of course inform his liege. Lord Paramount Simon of the Westlands. Lord Paramount Simon of the Westlands was grateful and upset about the evidence I provided against Lord Lauren of Silverhall. He has been denounced publicly and humiliated. Mohahaha. Yes, how do you feel about that? He doesn't care too much, apart from that we don't have a lot of funds. My lady, it has come to my attention nobody has been designated as regent for Cockleswent should the realm need it. Needless to say, this is a perilous position, as surely squabble and rivalry will emerge without clear leadership. And I humbly petition you name me as designated regent to avoid this sort of trouble. Signed, Edmund of House Longwaters. Well, Edmund is our friend, so we could just put him in charge. Okay, we'll do it. Edmund, you can be our regent. Regent's not that strong a position, and I see no reason not to let him have it. Okay, we're back on 0 funds. My legions arrived in New Barrel. There's never been a shortage of troops reinforcing the... shortage of soldiers reinforcing the troops there. Under our guidance, they believe fame and fortune awaits them. Your humble marshal, Lord Ector of Bardshome. Well, let us hope so. My sister Arissa is not exerting herself in her studies. I'm beginning to despair. We'll try and talk to her about being diligent. Yes. Okay, so lack of funds is no longer affecting us. I just want to check something quickly about our vassals. So a lot of our vassals, I think, are actually, yeah, they're related to us. So he's of our dynasty, he's of our dynasty. Inchfield is not. He's obviously an Inchfield. He is a Bushy, and he's Middlesbury. Okay. How many people are in our dynasty right now? 15! That's quite a lot of members. I'm wondering whether it might be good to wait 10 years. Like, try and survive 10 years as being in charge, and then maybe change our succession law to something else. Like, maybe elective could be fine. Seniority could be fine as well. I do like elective, though. We could see if we could get to elective. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.